Cool. All right. And so now we come to your project, Crypto Billies. Can you tell me a little bit about what it is?
The utility is going to be the metaverse. Every single possibility the metaverse has to offer. So we're not just going to put ourselves in a box and just be one single thing like, oh, you're a stage or you're a music festival or you're this and that. No. So we're going to be working and collaborating with all these other NFT projects and just using their stages and their platforms that they have in the metaverse. Um, and host events using their like whatever they have. So instead of this week it's going to be like poker night. Next week we're gonna have an F1 race. Like the week after, like we're gonna have a concert. So it's gonna be different every
Okay.
week.
What's going on, cowboys? In this video, we've got a new crypto project. It's called Crypto Billies, and we've got the co-founder slash artist here. Her name is Lily, and we're going to be grilling her up for some questions and trying to figure out, is this project worth our time, money, or energy? Look, if you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm going to journey to my next crypto. I'm just a lizard brain cowboy trying to get to my next Bitcoin and trying to help you along in that process. But I go around through the internet, mostly YouTube, and I'm trying to search out, and Twitter and stuff, I'm trying to search out the best projects. And sometimes it gets lost in translation when I'm trying to hear from these influencers or YouTubers, like whatever, like they get paid to just shill stuff. And I really like using these AMAs because I get to figure out from the developer, from the project lead themselves, and like in this case, the artist, like, hey, what is your heart behind this? How are you? What, like, do I trust you? How can I trust you? And straight from the horse's mouth to cowboy ears to our lizard brain, we need to figure this out. And so in this video, we've got Lily, the artist from Crypto Billies, and I got a little quick introduction for her. She makes making gains look sillies because she's here to talk about Crypto Billies. Her name is Lily from Crypto Billies. Welcome to the channel.
Hey everyone. Hi. So excited to be here. Love that intro, Aaron.
No problem. You deserve it. You deserve 16 bars, but for right now, you get two here. Look, before we get to Crypto Billies, I want to know about yourself, Lily. Can you give me like a little bit of a background origin story before you came into the crypto space?
Right. Yeah, of course. So, I'm originally an illustrator, so I studied in England. And yeah, this art is basically all I've done for my whole life. So, and I'm currently a Viz Dev student in SF, which is really
Hmm.
interesting. I'm completing my MA at that. So, yeah, that is my background.
Cool. Cool. How long have you been doing art then, or
My
illustrating?
whole life. But like professionally, it's been around 5 years, I would say.
Okay. And what got you into the crypto space?
So my friend, my best friend actually got me into the crypto space. So I had no clue what NFTs were. And so my BA degree is literally digital illustration. Like before I
Okay.
even knew what NFTs were. So she was like, "Hey, what you do, like what you're studying right now is exactly what NFTs are, and you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So, and you're not putting your art out there like as an artist. So you should." I was like, yeah.
Got it. Got Cool. All right. And so now we come to your project, Crypto Billies. Can you tell me a little bit about what it is? I'll pull up your Twitter in a second, but tell me like what your inspiration is, what you're trying to do with Crypto Billies, kind of, and why did you pattern? Give me the broad strokes of this project.
Yeah, of course. So Crypto Billies was born out of just the sheer frustration of seeing Gen Z just struggle with working and 9 to 5 jobs and like doing things they don't want to do. And we were just like, manifestation and energy is such an important part in our lives right now. And we don't know how powerful we are. So what can we manifest here, like what can we do? And we were like, Billy's like, let's manifest $1 billion. My best friend was just sitting around like, yeah, $1 billion, let's call them Billies so everyone can make $1 billion if they wanted to. And that's what we called it. So yeah.
Okay. So this was born out of manifestation
And
and
energy, yeah,
energy.
100%.
Okay. And you're saying that you named it Crypto Billies because then we're gonna manifest $1 billion.
Yeah.
Good deal. So I think we should pull up. Let me pull up the your Twitter here. But tell me like what kind of illustrator you are. What are you? How did you pull this all together?
Yeah, so again, I'm a digital illustrator, so I do 2D art. I know how to do a little bit of 3D art. And I just kind of meshed the two. I was like, let's do both 2D and 3D art for this. Because it's just more interesting, more visual. We wanted vibrant colors for this. Uh, just a nostalgic feeling, really, honestly.
So yeah. So what is this thing? Like what? It looks like a football with eyes. It looks like Hey Arnold. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
uh
exactly. No, 100%. So that's a kind of feeling
oh
we want to evoke. Not Hey Arnold specifically, but when you look at it, you just remember those old cartoons. It just takes you back to old cartoons, and like I don't know. We had some people say "Kids Next Door," and then we had some people say,
oh
"Yeah."
yeah.
So it just reminds people of these old cartoons all the time, and that's a beautiful thing. I think. Like, who doesn't like
Okay.
that?
Are you on what chain are you on? What blockchain are you on?
So we are currently we haven't launched yet. We haven't like
Oh, okay.
yeah, so we haven't minted our first collection yet because we're just trying to get a solid foundation and make sure that we did everything correct before. So we wanted it to be safe because that's a huge issue right now in the NFT space when you want to purchase like
Hmm.
these NFTs and yeah, so we just wanted to make sure it was the best possible product that we're putting out there before doing it. Um,
Have you decided on your on a blockchain?
uh, well, not no, not yet, not yet. To be
Okay.
honest, so,
Yeah, so it seems like you're early on in the project, and for anyone who's watching, she actually told me this is Lily's first AMA, so we're super excited for her. I recommend you going to Cardano or Cardano blockchain, the Cardano blockchain, because it's super cheap, and there's a great community there. But obviously, I'm sure you're working with some people
yeah.
who know the space as well, and so if they say Ethereum or Solana, I mean, those are fine as
Mhm.
well. But what's your plan? What's your long-term plan for crypto billies here? Do you have like some sense of direction as far as utility goes, or what's your roadmap, as it were?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Yeah, we have like everything planned out to a T. Like we did all the planning, everything. The utility is going to be the metaverse. Literally,
Okay.
we want to milk every single possibility the metaverse has to offer. So we're not just gonna put ourselves in a box and just be one single thing like, oh, you're a stage or you're a music festival or you're this and that. No. So we're going to be working and collaborating with all these other NFT projects and just using their stages and their platforms that they have in the metaverse. Um, and host events using their like whatever they have. So instead of yeah, this week it's going to be like poker night. Next week we're gonna have an F1 race. Like the week after, like we're gonna have a concert. So it's gonna be different every
Okay.
week.
So how does that integrate with crypto billies? Like, are you gonna have like little Billy avatars walking
Yeah,
around, or
actually.
like little artworks? I'm not sure what that means, right? Like, how does that? How do you have a crypto Billy and an F1 race merged together, or like
No, yeah. So what you said was actually completely true. Uh, yeah.
okay,
So you know how obviously in the metaverse you have your own avatar and stuff. We're going to have a wearable head, which so it's kind
okay,
of like your hat right now. Like if I made it into
uh-huh.
like so it works in the metaverse like Aaron's hat, and so my avatar is wearing Aaron's hat right now. So we're gonna have
Oh,
like
okay.
Billy heads. So in the metaverse, which we already have like a handful ready actually. So it is working
Okay.
and it is functioning and I've seen it.
Un- in,
Yeah.
in what metaverse are you going into?
Decentraland. So right now, yeah,
Okay, Decentraland.
yeah, Decentraland.
Okay, so you're probably working with someone who wants to go on the Ethereum blockchain,
Mhm.
but that makes a lot of sense. So, what do you think? Do you know the mint price or what price you're minting at? Like, what is the floor that you're or mint price for your crypto billies, and do you have a date for these things?
Yeah, so the date isn't set as of yet, but it's going to be very soon. So in the next, hopefully in the next month, it's going to be, and we're going to have a countdown and everything. So our release, like our community, can know exactly when they're going to be out and minted, so they can get the chance to obviously like purchase these
Okay,
NFTs. But um, yeah, and in terms of pricing, it's going to be around $250 to mint one. So
okay.
yeah,
And how big is the how is it a 10K collection? Is it are you minting 7777? Like what? How many are you minting
I've
here?
seen that a lot. A lot of people like to do
Yeah.
the whole 7777. They're like, yeah. We were
Yep.
thinking that at first as well, but I think our first collection is gonna be like super small, like super limited, just to see kind of what we're working with. Like, yeah, so it will be between, depending on the foundation, how many followers we gain in that time, is gonna be like between 500 and 1,000.
Oh, okay, good, good, good. So starting off small, and is this your first crypto project,
Yes.
first NFT
Hmm.
project? Okay, so yeah, so I'm definitely seeing like like the thought process
Yeah.
here moving along. And I see like kind of the beginning, the fledgling stages of this project now. Can you tell me a little bit about your team? I'm really interested in that because as an investor, just quite honestly, I'm looking for people with experience and good teams. And the reason why it's a bear market right now, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's hard to put your money into a novice driver. And I don't want to call you a novice. You're very skilled at art and stuff, but crypto is a blood sport. I mean, crypto is just like
100%.
it's people are scamming people left and right, and there's hedge funds that are attacking each other.
Oh.
So I want to know what kind of experience you have on your side. What's your team? Give me some confidence here about your project and your project team.
Right, of course. So, we're currently, so it's me. It started off with me and my best friend, and she's currently actually studying business and marketing in Boston. So, yeah, and she's the one who I told you earlier, like told me about these NFTs. I didn't even know anything, and she really did her due diligence and just was one of those people that truly research, like she's on the Boston blockchain uh group and everything, and yeah, so she's one, like it was us, the OGs, and then we partnered up with Luna, so it's a marketing team, and um they have like two locations, I believe, Miami and Dubai. Yeah,
Hmm.
so, and they're super super like credible and into the NFT space, and they started a bunch of like credible NFT projects, which is like really impressive, and it's the reason why we wanted to work with them and get them to help us out with the exposure, especially. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so, and um, and we have like a few engineers in London as well. Yeah,
Okay.
so.
Okay. So, yeah. So Lily, I'm looking at your
Mhm.
Twitter, and yeah, to me, an NFT is 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 supported only by the community. Like the community is what makes an NFT. It's what's going to generate the hype. It's going to what's generate the sales and all that. And it's you seem like a very personal person. So, what are some of the things you do to generate this community to foster this community of I mean bring a community together is hard. So, what are some things you're going to do to bring that together?
Yeah, it is hard. I will vouch for that. It's very difficult.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, because we're still like obviously still very new to it. So, um,
yeah,
yeah, we're just like learning as we go, and we just have been interacting nonstop, like on our Twitter, on our Discord channels. Like, we
mhm,
had a few games that we had hosted on our Discord, and it went really, really well, and we had a lot of engagement through those. um yeah, and for the future, we want to have like different chat rooms and like just alternating the groups, so you get to meet everyone that's in the community. Like, because a lot of
Hmm.
NFT like communities, we look at them, we're like, you don't even know each other. Like, you're in the same
Yeah.
community and you've never spoken to each other, and it's insane.
Yeah.
So we want we want it to be tight knit, like, so you get to meet everyone. We just want to keep changing the group. So every week we'd have an event, and then you'd get to be put in a different group, and
Sure.
yeah, and interact with those people that you haven't last week. So
Good deal.
yeah.
Good deal. Yeah, yeah. I think that's high engagement. And keep the conversations going. I think that's very important. Now, earlier you said that this was born out of like the struggle of Gen Zers going like wanting to go 9 to 5. Can you tell me a little bit more of that struggle? And the reason why is because I feel like that is your message. I feel like I want to help flush out that message for you and for myself, for anyone's watching. If someone can relate to that, like I want you to flush that out and say where you stand on this. Like what's the struggle of Gen Zers in the workplace and the marketplace today?
Yeah, so we have like a bunch. Obviously, we're Gen, like me and my best friend, we're like Gen Zers, as you would say. Um, and we just
You
see our,
say.
yeah, we say so we've just watched our like a bunch of our friends just doing these jobs that they're like, we can't get out of this cycle, like we can't get out of this loop, like, and we're just like, we're in the 21st century right now. This should not be a thing, this should not be happening right now. So especially for me, because I went to an arts uni, so I've truly seen like the artist struggle, like all of my friends trying to get these part-time jobs, just to support their own art, trying to get their art out there and getting that exposure, and they put their like their lives into this, and they don't even get the
Hmm.
exposure, the recognition that they deserve, because they'd be spending ridiculous amount of hours on like one painting or like one single like digital image that would take them days and detail and all this. And I'm just like, it's such a shame. Like, what, 10 people saw this and you spent 4 days doing it? It's, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it was ridiculous. So, yeah, we just wanted to have a platform, and we felt like crypto bullies would be like a fantastic, like using the metaverse to give them that platform so they can showcase their art and have an audience and connect.
Yeah. So when people buy something like Board 8 Yacht Club, they're buying what essentially is a status symbol. When people are buying land, they're buying some kind of utility to generate passive income. These are different NFTs. When people buy anything else, they're buying access to a club or utility of some kind. What is someone buying when they buy crypto billies? Are they buying access to a community of artists? Are they buying access to being able to display their artwork during your events of some kind? Are they buying access to you? Or are they or like buying into a mission of like these Gen Zers? When I buy a crypto billies, what am I buying?
Great question. Oh my gosh. And the way you worded it. Right. So it's all of those. So when you buy into crypto bullies, you're buying into supporting these new and up and coming artists that again did not have a platform to truly showcase their art. And you're buying into the metaverse, which is, it's pretty new. People are still trying to figure it out, find out exactly like, oh, where do I go, what do I invest in, which land, like they're trying to figure that out. So um it's kind of like it will introduce you to the metaverse. You're gonna have like your own Billy wearable, so you can go in and be like, I'm a Billy, and it would maybe break the ice with a bunch of people. You never know. Um, yeah. So, and it would also, but give you access to like the events that we're going to host in the metaverse again. So, because we're going to have different events hosted every week in a different land or a different place with in collaboration with like
Mhm.
different NFT projects. So you wouldn't want to miss out on that. Like, yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. So when building out these events, especially like awareness, there needs to be a lot of power and money and marketing generated behind it. What is your budget to make this thing go here? I want to know like some really technical
Mhm.
stuff right now. Like how much do you guys? What's your budget look like? What's a time frame are you looking at for exposure? You know what I mean? Like you got this AMA, but you said you might want to launch in about a month. So what's the budget look like, and what's the roadmap look like between now and a month?
Right. So the budget as of like right now for the month for this month specifically, because we did our rebranding and marketing and all that, was almost like 20K, I would say,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is, for students and for that's a lot of money. That's a lot of savings.
I didn't have 20K. I didn't have 20K when I was a student. I'll tell you that
A
much.
100%.
I
So
didn't,
I don't. I
I didn't have 20. I didn't have.
I don't anymore. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
I've gone to
Yep.
zero
Yep.
right
Yep.
now, but we
Yep.
literally,
Yep.
because we're putting in everything into it. So, and we think it's worth it. We think like what you put in is what you get out. So
Yeah.
that's what we're willing to put in, like everything.
Hmm.
That we want this platform to really work, to again get that exposure and just get that community and solid foundation. um
Yeah.
yeah, so in terms of marketing and rebranding and everything, especially this month, it's been really like, yeah, I would say 20, around 20K.
Good deal. Good
Mhm.
deal. All right. Is that everything we've talked about? Have we covered everything about your project Crypto Billies?
Uh,
Is there anything like any secret reveals you have deep down in your belly that you're like, oh, I can't wait to get out, or I'm teasing this date or whatever? Like, get or have we covered the whole scope of everything?
um so okay, this is a little secret, but um we do have a game that's being developed currently,
Okay.
which, yeah, so we hope to launch that as like as soon as not as soon as we can, but before we kind of have these events in the metaverse, just to see what our
Oh, awesome.
community would think about it, like on the Discord maybe. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you're on our
Yeah.
Discord, then you can get like an exclusive like look at the at what the game is,
Yeah.
maybe, possibly.
Gotcha. So what kind of game is it? Like a mobile game, a desktop game, Super Mario type of game, Flappy Bird type of game?
It's a ranking type of game, I would say. So depending on like how good your Billy looks, because we have a lot, so you can go into like competition with other Billies and see what the community. It's all about the community. So it's you
Yeah.
can go into like a battle with your fellow Billy, and then our like audience on Discord or something are gonna vote on which Billy they think looks the best.
Oh, okay. So it's like a fashion
Like
show.
a fashion,
It's like
like a
popularity
fashion show.
contest.
Who doesn't like that?
Gotcha. Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, Lily, thank you so much for it. What do you want us to do? Okay. If there's a cowboy who's like, who wants to check out your project, curious about you guys, what do you want us to do?
I want you to join our Discord, our Twitter. Yeah, just like keep an eye out on any future AMAs that we're going to have. Yeah, just like be a Billy.
Awesome. Good deal, guys. If you're interested in this project, let me know. Give me a drop a comment down in the comment section below, saying if you guys like the crypto billies and supporting Lily as she takes off in her first crypto project or NFT project. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Lily, thank you for being on the channel. I really
I
appreciate it,
appreciate. Thank you so much,
and
Aaron, for having me. Thank you.
for sure. And we will see you guys in the next video.